Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Marco Pav, aka King of Marco.
I just want to say I'm super, super thankful to be here. Shout out to Bree. Shout out to the SLAPcollective. We've connected way back in 2016 when I was on like a press run promoting an album or something like that. And this was like one of the first places. Now this was like the second place in Brooklyn that I performed. I did like an open mic set. And I did an interview on the Bud and Roach show. So shout out to Bud and Roach. And I connected with Bree in the SLAPcollective 4 years ago. And, you know, today we're connecting on this different level. We're raising money for a 501c, a black 501c, to support art, support black artists, to support just everything that's happening in our community all across the United States. And I just wanted to really come here tonight, stripped down in a way. A lot of people that know me, my fans, know me. I'm DJ Wise Life to the core. We performing, you know, I've toured all over the country and usually have a loud ass system and all of that. But I really want to tap in with some words and really, you know, give a more intimate insight into my thoughts. So do a poetry set for you guys tonight and show you inside some of the stuff I've been working on. So yeah, we'll get into it. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. May your mind still have the power to not be burdened and held down. As a matter of fact, it may behoove you to swarm the illusion of power with all your might. Blow away the mist of lies and control that blind your sight. Take off the facade of armor and protection. Step under this nebulous blanket, puffing with possibilities and connection. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Focused on power and defeating the enemies, the crown becomes a mind control device, and the host follows any orders laid down. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. That's why I prefer a head in the clouds. So this is my first little joint, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Heavy is the head. That's what I call that one. This one is you will catch the vibe. These are all just like musing thoughts that I've been just working on, so bear with me. We relish in the fleeting and evaporating youth, unaware of the flaming hormones blazing in our chest, while the embers fall onto barren lands, starting wildfires that make the California blazes look like playtime. The enchantment of the feelings we have never felt is confusing. Why do I feel this way about another being? How can I reverse the path and get back to my personal passions? Then my heart tells me I should be cherishing this feeling, as it is a reminder that I am alive and well. A reminder that the blood coursing through my veins is filled with tenderness that, if ignored for too long, can leave me sad, alone, and yearning for that first hit that I didn't realize I was taking. No matter if I remain a part of her story, this is history in the making. So yeah, that's a vibe of like high school love, just, you know, when you feel it that first time. So yeah. And I'm gonna pivot a little bit. This is another amusing kind of story. This is a story more so less than poetry, but it leads me into the next piece that I'm gonna do. It's called Memory Hijacking. I really can't tell you where I want to start because I don't know. Some say we shouldn't dwell in the past. Others say you can't live in the past. And a host of others take the focus. And a host of others say you can't live in the past, and other things to take away the focus from a victim's hurt and pain. If someone or something hurt me 10 years ago and I remember that pain and have a flashback or hurt, that is trauma. That's not playing a victim. It's not being negative. It's called being human. And I've been human all my life. I've been hurt all my life. I have flashbacks of traumatic events. I think about my past because memories, good or bad, are my only true possessions. I don't want my memories to be hijacked by someone who wants me to remember the way things they need for their narrative. See, Dad, you are a memory hijacker. The constant voice that's telling me that shit was not so bad. No, that it wasn't bad at all. You are the person that told me that my childhood doesn't affect me in my present day. I just want my memories back to myself. My childhood is the exact reason why I have the thoughts and make the actions that I make. Of course I have positive memories growing up. Of course there were many laughs and lots of love shared. Of course I learned a lot of things that I know today from you. Of course everything wasn't bad, but those are not the memories that give me nightmares. Those are not the memories that give me anxiety. Those are not the memories that cause me to wet the bed as a grown-ass man. The good things don't scar you. The good things don't ruin you. See, Dad, this is not about the lack of good things. There are many. You were a hard-working man, a man that was tested mightily when his wife was no longer able to care for her kids when her mental health was destroyed. You took on the role of the sole parent. With all the pressures on you trying to raise 4 kids now on your own, you did not fold under the pressure. We always had a roof over our heads. Our lights were never off. We always had food to eat. On the money end, you won as a parent, or at least helped us maintain. Throughout all of the balancing of bills, work, 4 kids, you developed some skills that you wanted to pass on. Great organizing skills, great planning, note-taking. I couldn't be the businessman that I am today without growing up seeing you balance. I'm still remembering skills that you taught me. All the lessons about the proper way to hold a tool, the way to cut wood, the way to change oil, the way to change a ceiling fan, the way to paint my room. All come back to me as I grow older and need these skills and use these skills every day. I wouldn't know anything about credit or about cars without growing up under your roof. But see, Dad, those are not the memories that make me scared. These are not the memories that make me these are not the memories that make my life harder. Good memories are just that, good. I need those to survive. In order to thrive, however, I need to address the bad, and the bad that hurts me. So that's memory hijacking. And then we're going to get into this other vibe. Squall lines of anger rush towards me as I seek shelter from myself. The roaring of the past not yet acknowledged or ignored for what feels like eternity. It's building a cacophony of images in my mind that sound like a warning of a nuclear missile on a Wednesday afternoon. The warning does the opposite of its intention. I take off at gale force into the tempestuous arms of life that could not predict my arrival. I become a blustering orphan developing on the horizon of a parent, of a parentified plane. Remember, ready to let my wrath of abandonment and resentment pour down onto the world. As if everyone is an emotional meteorologist that needs to be fired for missing the clear signs of the storm brewing inside of me. That's a squall line. And this is going to be this is the last one, heading into just more so of a meditation on climate change and the things we're doing with the planet. We'll get into that. Beautiful, wide, deep, and unimaginable depth, even with all the measuring devices the world over. The world under its magnificent liquid will become forgotten. Perhaps it's better that way. Perhaps our current events need to be cleansed by a miraculous tide. A current filled with love that billows inside. As we wave goodbye to a planet we have attempted to destroy, offing its offspring with the flux of gases and smoke that we deeply, deeply enjoy. Wave after wave washing away both sin and sinners. So what does religion matter if we're all killing our mother? That has to be the greatest of all sins. Thou shalt not kill their mother. A commandment times 10. But here we are with our dying matriarch, watching the murderous patriarchs battle for her corpse. Life is a bitch because a Mother Earth only played dead, of course. So yeah, that's my vibes. Thank y'all for listening and sitting with me and seeing how I do, my poetry. So I'm super excited. This is my first time literally ever doing this. So I'm very thankful to the SLAPcollective for allowing me to experiment with my words. So yeah, be on the lookout. Might drop a poetry collection or whatever, but check me out on all social media, King of Marco, on everything. Thank you for the SLAPcollective. I'm glad we're raising money, so keep donating. Thank you. I'm Marco Pavé. Yep.